Hello everyone, Abdullah Sharf here, and in this video I just wanted to quickly talk to you about how can we do math in Python, as I have talked in the previous video about the what do you call that, data types in Python, and this time I'm going to go in deep one by one of the data types. So this video is going to be about math and how you can do work with numbers in Python. So first of all, I said that we have three different types, data types for numbers in Python. And if I say num is equal to 5 for now, and then if I print the if I call the type function to tell me, for Python to show me what data type is this, and then I run this in here, I am going to get an integer right here. And then if I change this into something like 5.5 and then I run it again, I'm going to get that this is a float number right here. And that's the actual difference though. The integers doesn't have decimal points, but the float numbers actually have. And now after I've done this, I want to go through some arithmetics that you can do and mathematics equation that you can do with Python, and just simple stuff, but then later on it can get more complicated. I have some snippet right here, and this is all the arithmetics that we can do: addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division, stuff like that. So let me copy all of this here, copy, and then I will paste it right in here, and then I will try each one by one. So let's say I will do it directly inside of my print function in here. So print here, and then I will say 5 plus 2, and then I'll run this, and it's going to give me 7. And then if I change the operator right here into minus, and then I run it again, and that is going to give me what is going on. 5 minus 2, why is it giving me 52? Probably something is wrong in here. Yep, now this is the correct thing now, 3. And now if I do multiplication right here, and then it's going to give me 10. The problem is this: I'm using RPL.IT, but for faster processing, I think I'm going to start with Visual Studio in my next videos. So bear with me right now, and then if I do divide those two into one another, I'm going to get 2 point something, 2.5. And one more thing that I want to mention is that, okay, in here when I divide this, I'm directly going to get the decimal point, but then when I use the floor division one, this is going to give me the 2 into 5, but then I will only be getting the integer numbers out of it, and it's going to remove the division this decimal point. So if I do like that, I'm not going to get any decimal points, so I'll just get the pure value, so 2. And as for exponent here, I'm going to get it's like saying 5 to the power of 2, and that is going to be probably 25. So 5 to the power of 2 is 25. And then if I do my module 1 here, right here, if I do this, where is it? Right here, this is going to give me 1, and that is because when I divide 5 divided by 2, I'm going to get like 2, and I will get a remainder of 1. So 2 into 5, I'm going to get 2, and then a remainder of 1. And to make this even much more understandable, if I do something like here, if I put 3, so this is going to be 1 and I get a remainder of 2. So this is how you can do that. So yep. And to make this even much more clear, copy this and print it multiple times right here. And then let me change this into 6, and then I will change this into 7, and I will let me paste it one more time here, and I will change this into 8. And if I run that, you can see that I get 10110, and that is because every time you get the modulus of number like 5 and then 2, that means you're getting the, like here, when I get a remainder, that means this number 5 is actually an odd number, and then even number, because I'm not getting any remainder, so I get 0. And this is a way that you can use if you want to, if you have a function that says give me back the integer number, not the integer, sorry, I mean the odd and even numbers, if you want to compare both. That's one way you can go through it. And let me comment this. And another function, last function that I want to work with is the round function. So if I come round here, if I go down here, and then let's say I'm still working with this, so I will copy it, copy this line, and then I will just delete it outside, and let me paste it right here. And then if I print directly, I call the round function, and then I give it my number, and that is, and let me put 5.2 first, and then let me run it. You can see that I get 5, so it's rounded down from 5.2 to 5. But then if I change this number to 5, let's see what is going to happen. This is going to give me 6. So when I get when I reach 5, it's going to directly round it up to 6. So if I do 5.49, this is probably going to give me 5, as you can see. And then if I do 75, this is going to be 6 as well. But then I have another argument that I can pass to this function, which is 1. So that means get to this decimal point here, and then round this number to the nearest to the closest value. So if I do this, I'm going to get 5.8 right here. But then if I have this as 45, this is probably going to be rounded to 4.5, as you can see. So yeah, this is like we are actually rounding these numbers here, not actually touching this. So this is probably, if you ever, like, even if we have numbers like this and then we want to round it, as you can see, it's much cleaner and nicer way to have it. So yeah, so these are all the arithmetic that we can do. There is an entire library of math that we can work with in Python. So I will be working on that in the future. Like, we can get the square root of numbers. We can do multiple type of functions and work we can do with Python and numbers. Let me know if that's interesting for you. We can work on that, and I hope you found this video really helpful. And please share with me what you think, and also subscribe to the channel, and find you in the next video, I guess. Peace.